Davis. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Bucs and the Eagles on Monday Night Prime Time.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you know.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023. In his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
White's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 88 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They try the fake field goal. It doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 96 yards.
So, partner, you know, for 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing.
Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That's out wide for Palmer. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They go with White on the counter. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And we get a look now at the Eagles class from the 2023 draft, and maybe we should start calling them Georgia North, partner. 3 more Bulldogs added to their defense, all of them at good value, too.
And I let you know that the GM doesn't let schools get in the way of good drafting. Remember, he went to Florida, a big rival of Georgia, but he wants better players in Philadelphia. And defensive tackle Jalen Carter, pass rusher Nolan Smith on day 1. And then how about later in the draft? Cornerback Keely Ringo, safety Sidney Brown. The rich certainly got richer in Philadelphia.
White is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Yes, let's get it.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Touchdown! Chris Godwin from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. All they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle, fighting through, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Absolutely, just needed a touch of air under it. Instead he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw, Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Mayfield off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by he's got daylight. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hurts. Throw left Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, this is Swift. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Hurts sets up to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Oh, you know that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. There's Evans again, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any point you see on the board in your favor, you're happy to take it.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield looks to throw, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Mayfield throw on target to Godwin here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Zay Flowers, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 24-17, your final score. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. All the option left, it's Hurts. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now right where this second down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this is the caught downfield by Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Ward. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, Swift. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Hurts. To the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he meant to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Vita Vea, his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, they'll run with White. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Ward to return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be first and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Mayfield now on second down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 42. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Going right side is White. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mayfield now. He completes it right side of the lane. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. White running to the left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Smith catches left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This to Arnold on the short pass. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to win.
That reception brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
White diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. Gets through, and now an opening. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? It usually opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, here's White. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. White, he'll try the left side.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. This is third and goal. They face a critical third and goal now in a 1-score game. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here. But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday. The kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On first down, Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. There have been quite a few plays that we'll look back on and say, we have hurt ourselves. And that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they?